Hello, I'm Julie Phillips, Tampa, Florida, owner of We Offer Wellness, WOW Simplified, and over 15 years ago, a life scare related to abnormal cells and a prayer brought me into the natural health field to try to help others. So you can see by the list, I have a lot of credentials in wellness, such as Certified Professional of Natural Health Sciences, but I want to jump to the bottom because I was recently asked to write a full page article about hydration in Natural Awakenings magazine, and I have recently become certified as a molecular hydrogen, that's H2 advisor. And you probably don't know what that means, but you will at the end of the next 20 minutes when I share with you the most important wellness topic in my career and the most misunderstood. Is bad water hurting my health, life, and business? You're going to learn the different forms of drinking water. Not just are they good and bad at hydrating, but some are health damaging to a large degree, while others can be health improving, as both documented with scientific studies. And the good news is that the best cost a lot less. So water and hydration, you will see, has a major impact on health and business for everyone involved. And you need good hydration that drives the health so we can have energy, mental focus, productivity to thrive in our health and our business. So let's explore how bad water causes premature aging. Let's shed some light on that and learn how excellent water can help the aging process. So, first cause of premature aging is dehydration. If we were well hydrated, our bodies would be about three-fourths water, yet three-fourths of Americans are considered dehydrated. Are we drinking water and not enough getting inside the cells? Toxicity is a huge issue, not only the ones mentioned here, but even stress is a toxicity that ages us and also triggers some of these causes of premature aging. A lot of you may not have ever heard of free radicals and the damage oxidative stress, but this is important. Let's take a look at this uh, picture with the little blue guy in the bottom right corner. He's the free radical that's a problem. He's got a little bandage around his head, and the little red circle is showing us that he's missing an electron with that little pair. So he's not a happy camper and is likely to turn around and try to steal an electron from a healthy atom, which in turn now becomes damaged and causes a cascade. Very important to notice the little green antioxidant smiling, saying, I'm here to help. I have an extra electron I'd love to donate so we can make you a happy camper and end the damage. Fruits and vegetables can be antioxidants. However, you're going to learn about a very powerful form of antioxidant that does extra things for the body that could be received in our drinking water. And the fourth cause of premature stress, inflammation, the silent killer. So you have to ask yourself, am I dehydrated? And if you can identify with any of these challenges on the first three lines, from headaches down to obesity, medical doctor Batman Gelage, that wrote this book, treated patients' serious disease with primarily water for over 20 years. He said all of these are caused by dehydration. And your doctor might simply say, is your urine nice and clear, or is it dark or yellow? When I pull the skin up on the back of your hand, is it go down nice and quick or slowly? And you can ask yourself, are you drinking half your weight in ounces per day? So if Tom weighs 180 pounds, is he drinking 90 ounces of pure water every day to get hydrated? So there's some really lucky people in a few pockets in the world, like a place called Hunza over in the Himalayas, where people live healthy over 100 years old, sometimes 120 to 140 years old. And the scientists were baffled at what could be the key to longevity Above and beyond the healthy diet, lifestyle, and lack of stress, there must be something special in the pure water that they're drinking. And sure enough, remember I said in the beginning, I was a certified molecular hydrogen H2 advisor? Well, guess what the longevity key is in the pure water here? It's H2 molecular hydrogen that I'm going to teach you about on the next page that is addressing all 4 causes of premature aging that we just discussed. So you too can drink pure H2 water even though you don't live in one of these rare places that has what the scientists call healing water. So let's examine this and understand that you might jump to the conclusion, if you're drinking water every day, that's H2O, aren't you getting enough H2 in there? Nope. Take a look at the pictures. The figure on the left is a water molecule, and we need those to hydrate. The little circles are H's for hydrogen, and they're bonded each separately to the big O oxygen. That's not molecular hydrogen. Look over on the right. H2 molecular hydrogen is where the 2 little H's are bonded directly to each other. That's the secret to success and longevity in the healing waters, and that's accessible to any American or anyone in the world with other technology that you're going to learn about. I want every one of you to go look at the nonprofit science website listed here, because after many years, H2 or molecular hydrogen has been proven with over 600 studies now to help over 150 human diseases that touches every system in the body. So wouldn't it be exciting if a diabetic could drink better water and have their blood sugars make them happy? Or look at the last example, chronic inflammation. That's one of the causes of premature aging. We're seeing that they already have studies saying that H2 helps with that. So very powerful scientific proof. We all would like to get some H2 into our bodies, and a great way is getting it in pure water. But let's go back to basics for a moment. I'm going to take some of you back to your high school days in chemistry, when look at the little periodic table in the background of all the elements that make up matter. In the top left corner, number 1 element in the periodic table is hydrogen. It's the smallest with 1 proton and 1 circling electron, and that's it. Everything else builds on it. Well, look at the comments here. 90% of all matter in the known universe is hydrogen, not all these other things, and we can't get too much of it, but it's crucial for everything that goes on in the body, like making energy. But a lot of us do not have enough, like those with gut issues or heartburn reflux. They may be missing out on the way the body would naturally produce hydrogen. So if we can get every person some additional hydrogen into their bodies, perhaps through drinking water, this would be quite the blessing. Now, you remember the free radicals that were a cause of aging, that missing the electron? Well, fruits and vegetables can be an antioxidant to donate the electron, but H2 is very unique and powerful as an antioxidant. Why? Because it's a selective antioxidant, and it only converts the damaging free radicals, not the useful ones. And when it does this, guess what chemistry creates? Brand new water we didn't even drink. So this is phenomenal. And the anti-aging effects, the science website emphasizes that H2 helps with inflammation, obesity, allergy, and it talks about different ways to get H2 in your body. But rather than injecting or inhaling, they really promote using an ionizer, a water machine at your faucet that uses electrolysis to take some of those little H's and bond them together and dissolve them into the pure drinking water with the natural minerals, so you can drink pure H2 water, more similar to what the healing waters is like, no matter where you live. So very, very powerful and anti-aging. The toxins in our environment, our food, our water, and our air, are majorly contributing to health and disease, and that's well documented, but not many people realize the second point here. When we drink water with toxins, it hinders getting water inside of the cells through this little blue channel two different ways. Toxins in my drinking water can cause the little channels to close up, oops, and could cause clumping of molecules. They have trouble getting in the single file molecule entry. So I want all the toxins out of my water as possible because they hinder my health and hydration. Well, I'm sad to tell you that plastic bottled water is highly health damaging, and they start with a little chunk of plastic on a heated machine, shape it into a bottle, fill it with water without letting it properly cool. They cannot afford multiple days for empty bottles to sit around. So the researchers did a study of 18 popular plastic water bottle brands, and every one of them had over 24,000 different chemicals that hinder our hydration and our health from the previous page. Plus, they said, let's see if these special toxins in the plastic actually can hinder the hormone receptors in women and men. Look at the huge hindrance to the hormone receptors. And I was taught from when I first got into natural health that the plastic related toxins can actually get in and wreak havoc with the body in a way that we might get a higher risk of tumor growth, maybe in the breast or prostate. And the picture here makes me very sad to see all these plastic bottles all over the beaches and affecting the life and the environment in a huge way. And the time it takes these bottles to decompose when most people aren't even recycling is very sad. And they do use oil to make these, by the way. So I would just say absolutely no to plastic bottled water, regardless of the brand. And unless that was the only thing I could get my hands on. So I would also definitely pass on distilled water. And it's referred to as dead, unstructured water, foreign to the body. And without the minerals in it, there's a concern it can cause mineral deficiency and malfunction in the body. So I'd pass on distilled. Well, guess what? When they tested the 18 brands of bottled water, they said, let's see if the purified tap water interferes with the hormone receptors. And the answer was nope, they get an A+. Pure tap water hindered it not at all. So I'd take anybody's purified tap water over any brand of bottled water. But I want that water super purified with a whole house filter like the one on the bottom left, and then pick a great drinking water filter. We're going to see some choices, ideally with H2 dissolved in it. And when I carry my water around, I carry it in a heavy glass bottle with a protective coating. My second choice would be stainless. I don't really recommend even the heavy plastics. Let's go see what some of the choices are of drinking water filters that you can choose, whatever suits you in your budget. So I personally, those little inexpensive faucet filters and pitchers that you can get at the home stores, to me, I think they're better than nothing, but I wouldn't choose them because they don't remove anywhere near enough toxins and there's no H2. The reverse osmosis, you can see a picture of that on the right. Some people like these because their reputation is good at filtering. There's no H2, and again, a lack of minerals. There's a couple of other concerns. So I personally do not choose reverse osmosis. I choose the ionizer. Look at the picture. I have a little countertop like this, weighs 14 pounds, sits on my counter. Or you can hide it under the counter and connect it to a faucet. The ionizer is the way we're going to get the electrolysis to get those little H's bonded to each other. Take some of the water with electrolysis, bond them together, make H2, and dissolve as much as we can, parts per million, into the pure H2 water that it's giving us to drink. So it's going to try to filter it well and keep the good minerals. This is outstanding. However, be very cautious and get advice, because the ionizer technology has been around close to 40 years, and many of them have different levels of purity, and some of them force the situation with a lot of issues versus a natural way that I prefer. And you'll see some of this talk on the science website. I love the technology that you never ever have to clean. Some of them you should be cleaning every 2 weeks. I like the ones you never clean because now your H2 is getting more dissolved into the drinking water instead of evaporating in the air, and you can get a forever guarantee. This technology will give you as close to the healing water concept as possible, no matter where you live. And I was delighted that someone else cost compared my most favorite to my least favorite. So look at the middle column on price per gallon. In green, I'd much rather pay 26 cents a gallon for pure H2 water compared to all these high prices below it for plastic bottled water, including the $1.49 at the bottom is home delivery and the heavier plastic. And then look at the 1 year savings and the 15-year savings by getting the best water. This is incredibly good, especially considering the footnote where you can buy one of these for less than $30 a month and own it forever. So just like we saw under the picture of the healing waters, pure H2 water that any of us can have addresses all four causes of premature aging. So I'm going to give you a challenge. Take one single step within 24 hours, even if it's nothing more than drink more water, or ask Julie, where can I buy some gallons of pure H2 water from a local business? This page should drive you to action because we're free to make choices, but we're not free to choose consequences to our health business environment. So if you're head of a family or a leader in business, your choices are bringing consequences to those around you as well as your environment. So make good choices, and good hydration drives the health and the life and the business you seek. So make some action. Let's make it happen with a simple, easy plan. Make something, a little plan that speaks to you. Take your first step, learn some more, and execute your plan. I strongly encourage you and those you love to experience pure H2 water for a month via buying gallons, where I can show you where to buy gallons in glass jugs, or there are tablets that can be used to help you here. Now, if you experience this pure H2 water for a month, you might be telling me, Julie, guess what happened in as little as 1 day to a month to my energy or my sleep or my breathing or my pain or my heartburn? What happened to me, I was already super healthy. I loved the way it tasted so pure and smooth and clean and made me want to drink more water. And I have a close person that had a profound excitement about heartburn changing. So lastly, I suggest and I request that you identify a business, whether it's your own or one that's near you, that would consider offering pure H2 water to the public. And they can work with me. And this will not only help the employees get better mental focus, perhaps, better productivity, better attendance, more energy, but it will also offer the business that they can get 2 additional income streams: selling water, selling machines, and more customers will find their business because they hear what happened with the water. So please connect individuals and business people to me, Julie Phillips, 813-695-4372, wow-simplified.com, and let's together make it happen.